Well, no rain as of yet, but threatening skies as the lights take effect at Coors Field in Denver. Tonight, it's the home opener for this new season between the LA Dodgers and the Colorado Rockies. The two men you see there go head-to-head coming up next. And that'll bring in the speedy left-handed hitter Andrew Toles.
Leading off
He'll get us started in this one under the lights.
Fielder, Andrew Toles.
Hit out towards second. And Escobar's throw will take care of him for the first out. Here's Corey Seager. First time to the plate for him, and he's carrying an eye-popping batting line with him. Up in the 360s to start play. Swing and a looper to left. Gordon into shallow left. He's got it, and there are two down now.
Batting third.
So coming to the plate, Justin Turner. First chance for him here in the top of the first with nobody on. Into the windup and the pitch. Heading out towards shallow right. Gonzalez is there, and it's a 3-pitch inning as this side is retired. Here's D. Gordon now. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
Leading off for the Rockies, the shortstop, D. Gordon.
Circle change is cut on and missed. 0-1. Harold, you look at this Dodgers team as they enter play here tonight. They come in looking to make it 2 in a row as they were winners last time out.
Well, Matt, I really like their pitching staff, but I think the key to this game is clearly falls on their shoulders. They throw off-speed pitches for strikes, and they mix their pitch as well. I think if they do that, they got a chance to win.
To short. On to first, but it's too late as the first base umpire says they just missed getting him at the bag.
Second baseman.
So striding forward now, Yunel Escobar, hitting a little over 250 coming into action in this one. He's ready. Here's the first offering. And this is fouled back and out of play. Now a throw over. Runner's back. A runner at first with no outs here. Dribbled up the line. He's got it. And indeed, no look at second. He'll go straight to first and take the sure out. Stepping up now, Carlos Gonzalez. And the average isn't pretty. Down into the roaring 220s to begin the ball game. In the dirt. And a nice job keeping it close. It's ball one. Now a pickoff play at second, and he'll get back in standing. The 1-0 delivery. Runner goes for third. Pitch is a cold strike. The throw is not in time as he just gets in ahead of the throw. Here it comes on 1-1. This is line to left. Peterson is there. Let's see if they test it. And he will beat the tag. Safe at the plate. Here's Jackie Bradley now. And he is proving to be something of a non-threat with the bat in his hands this year. The average isn't pretty. Goes down to get the sinker, and it's chopped foul at the plate. It's strike one. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Swing and a miss out in front of a changeup.
Well, the first two pitches are interesting. Both away from the left-hander. Will he bust him back in and challenge him? It's going to be a good at-bat to watch.
I'm pretty surprised by the location on those last three pitches. The book on him is that he hits the away pitch pretty well, and he just saw 3 in a row out there.
So does he go back out there again?
No, Matt, I expect him to mix it up. Most catchers.
And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made here to end the inning. Digging in, Adrian Gonzalez. He'll start things out here against Corey Kluber.
First baseman number 23, Adrian Gonzalez.
And he goes against the shift there as this is on the ground to the left side. And a low throw to first that bounces as he can't hang on. Here's Franklin Gutierrez. The average just a few ticks shy of 300 for the season, so perhaps a hit or two in this one could put him up over the top. And he throws the fastball by him here, 0-1. Harold, as we take a look at the Rockies starting play here tonight, they come in hoping to get back on the beam as they've dropped 3 straight. And a slider bounces, and that gets away. And forget about the double play now as he'll move up to second here on the wild pitch. Good lead off at second there. Now the pitch. Chopped weakly to the left. Fielded there by Reynolds. And they'll just tag him here for the out. Here's Jock Peterson now. And he's been really amazing to follow all year long as he continues to flirt with a 400 season at this point. Sent on the ground out to second. And that finds its way through for a base hit. Here's the catcher, Yasmani Grandal. He brings an average in the 260s into this one. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Now a swing and a miss as they start him out on a pitch well inside for strike one. I'm set with the 0-1. Chopped foul at the plate here, and it's 0-2. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. Throw over to third here, and they will get him on the recovery down at third. So you can forget the wild pitch. It's a 2-5 putout, and now there are 2 gone. Getting a few steps off a second there. Now the pitch. And he swings on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. Changes up on him, but that's in the dirt for a ball.
When a pitcher's close to working through a quick inning, that's when you really need to grind out some at-bats. He's done a good job of that, and that's really big when you're hitting towards the bottom of the order.
Well, they got him in the rocking chair right now. A little changeup, followed up with the fastball, and he's a little late with that swing. I may go back with another changeup.
High fly ball out to straightaway center. There to pull it in is Bradley. He does, and that'll end the inning. Now batting, Ian Desmond. He'll lead things off against Kenta Maeda.
Baseman, Ian Desmond.
And this pitch just about saws him off as he can't get extended at all. It's strike one.
Boy, not a good swing there. That was really ugly. Anytime you can make a hitter look like that, you've done something special.
Did it look to you like he was guessing on the pitch?
Oh, certainly it had to be, Matt, but if he was, he obviously wasn't looking for that pitch.
They really bunch him up on that one as he swings and misses for the first out. Now in the box, David Dahl. He's hitting just above the banner 300 mark on the season coming into this one. Oh, he chased a bad pitch that time. It's strike one.
Well, they got to him in the first inning, which is huge, but he looks a lot more settled into this ball game right now. He's not the kind of pitcher you want to let get into a groove out there.
A swing and a miss at the big curveball. And this is drifting foul back into the stands. And a fastball flew it right by him, and they're 2 down. So striding in, Mark Reynolds. And a quick glance at the numbers will tell you it's been a huge struggle for him at the plate this year. And that's waved at and missed for strike one.
He's in a nice groove right now, Matt. He's already got 2 Ks in the inning. And I love the location. That ball's out of the zone. He gets another swing and miss. So he's got a chance to finish out this inning by maybe striking out the side. He's not messing around this inning. He's attacking the zone. He's showing lots of confidence. He's 0-2 on this hitter after having 2 quick outs. Nice job.
Another 0-2 home. And a half-hearted swing there as they tie him up inside for the 3rd strike. In now is Andrelton Simmons. He'll step in to lead it off in the top of the 3rd.
Shortstop, Andrelton Simmons.
Hit hard towards center. And this inning starts with a solid base hit. So the Dodgers get their leadoff hitter on base to kick off the inning. So stepping in,
Batting ninth,
Kenta
the
Maeda,
pitcher,
and we'll
number
likely
18.
see him square around to bunt.
Maeda.
Looking to bunt here, but he can't connect, and that's the first strike.
Well, Matt, I expect him to square around at least one more time. Most pitchers here in this situation, they will bunt with 2 strikes if they need to.
Now a bunt attempt here. Only plays to first, so the pitcher does his job as it's a successful sacrifice.
Now batting.
Stepping
The
in and
center
ready
fielder,
for another shot, Andrew Tolles, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. Sends that one out of play for strike 1.
Oh, that looked like a pretty good pitch to hit. It's a little bit late, so he might have been just fooled just a tad bit, just enough not to square it up.
Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. 1-1, here it is. And a changeup here, but that's taken low in the dirt for a ball. A decent lead at second. Here's the pitch. Soft liner to the left side. Now he'll fake a throw to second and look to first instead. And he is in there. Riding in once again, Corey Seager. 0 for 1 here in the early going. Good lead there at second. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss on the sinker, 0-1.
Well, he got ahead of him right there, and I'd even say he got away with one. Down and into this guy, that's his nitro zone right there. You don't want to float around there very often.
Now the 0-2 pitch. Good bite to that sinker as he gets him to swing through it for out number 2. Ready for another chance? Justin Turner. 2 on, 2 out for him here in the 3rd. Here's the first pitch to him. Slapped hard the opposite way. Simmons is on his way home. In to score, the runner from second, Tolles, rounds the corner and is headed home. And he will cross as well. And they've taken a 2-1 lead.
Now batting number 20.
Here's Adrian now.
Adrian Gonzalez.
Good lead off at second there. Now the pitch. Now a swing from Adrian, and this is on the ground out to second. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. Here's the catcher, Yan Gomes. He'll lead things off here in this 1-run contest.
Catcher, Yan Gomes.
Here comes the first pitch. And a fastball's off the plate away. It's ball 1. That's by him for strike 1.
This lineup is flailing right now. They're having a hard time just making contact, let alone putting the ball in play.
Well, they'll run this one in on him, and he can't connect, so he finds himself down 1-2 now. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Swung on in the dirt, strike 3. Grandal gathers, and he makes the throw to first. Gomes is retired, and there's 1 away.
Batting ninth.
Standing in,
Catcher,
Corey Kluber. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Right through it here, and he's behind 0-1.
Watching him on the mound, I'm really impressed with what he's doing right now. He's been really aggressive and confident over the last couple of innings.
And he couldn't pull that one back as he clearly broke the plane to the plate, and that'll be ruled a strike. And here's a ball hit in the air. Seager backs up and takes care of it. 2 away. Digging in to try it again. D. Gordon.
D. Gordon.
And here's a fastball called for strike 1.
With 2 outs, they're not playing him to bunt here, and he didn't show it there, but I wouldn't be surprised if he wasn't at least thinking about it. He handles the bat pretty well, and he can definitely run.
That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike. Swing and a miss as he pulled the string on him. 1-2.
That's a good changeup. Got him to swing early in it. Now you got him set up. You can go back with the hard fastball.
A swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do it. Into the box, Franklin Gutierrez.
Leading off for
He'll
the
try
Dodgers,
to get it going here to begin the 4th.
Franklin Gutierrez.
To short, hit hard. Gordon is there. Throw to first in time. One gone here in the fourth. Digging in for his second at bat, Jock Peterson. 1 for 1 after a single his first time up. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. First pitch fastball swung on and missed. 0-1.
I like the fact that they're swinging early in the count and they're really aggressive right now early in this game. But there will come a time you got to be patient. If you're swinging the strikes, that's one thing, but make him work a little bit.
But right to the second baseman, and that's the second out. Yasmani Grandal is in with 2 away here as this one swung on and missed for the first strike. Oh, look at that stop. And he'll flip it onto first, and with it, that ends the inning. Ready now, Yunel Escobar comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game.
Second baseman, number 0.
There's the circle change, and a dandy that time as he jumps ahead with strike 1.
Matt, I tell you what, I love how he's pitching right now. He has continued to pound that first pitch for strikes. When you do that, you set yourself up for great success.
Strike 3 on a pitch in the dirt. Grandal has it, and he makes the throw to first. Escobar is retired, and there's 1 away.
The right fielder, number 5.
Here's Carlos Gonzalez. He hit a sac fly earlier. And the pitch. First pitch hack in here, and that's the first strike.
Here we are in the middle innings, Matt, and he's over 80% first pitch strikes on hitters. You wonder why he's dominating right now. That's a great ratio, getting ahead and getting them out.
And he misses with it. 1-1. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Grounded back up the middle. And that'll get on through into center, and he's got himself a 1-out hit. At the plate, Jackie Bradley Jr. 0 for 1 for him here in this one.
Jackie Bradley Jr.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And a curveball that started low and broke lower. Ball 1.
Wow, that was a decent breaking ball right there, but that's just a pitch that's a little easier to lay off of when you're opposite-handed, opposite bat. You can see the sweep of the ball coming right into you. That was a great take.
And he has a cut at that one, but misses. 2-1. 2 balls and a strike. Here it comes. Hard liner, but picked up on a hop. Bare-handed for 1. Throw to first is going to be offline, so they just get the 1 on the play.
Now batting.
Now at the plate, Ian Desmond. He's 0 for 1 thus far. And that misses. Ball 1.
Well, now they got the tying run at first base. Now it's going to take a ball in the gap to really score this guy from first base. And I'm really curious how they're going to defend that on a relay throw, and maybe if we have a play or not. But you got to hit one in the gap to get there first.
4th inning of a 2-1 ball game. Down low, and the plot thickens here. 3-0.
He's really been good this game. Around the plate, throwing strikes, hasn't walked anybody. Right now he finds himself a little bit of a hole, but he can battle back.
But he won't have to worry about a throw. Ball 4. First and second now with 2 away. From the stretch, here's the pitch. David Dahl is in now as he watches a pitch for ball 1. Looking to wiggle out of this. Here it is. Off-speed pitch in the dirt as he takes it for a ball.
This is where the big dogs show up. You got runners on. You got a 2-0 count. You got to make a pitch on the corner and have confidence you can put it there. Don't groove one. That's when you get hurt.
2 on, 2 out with a base open here as a pitcher. You have to be awful careful. You just don't want to groove.
And he tries for the backhand reach at third, but he gets by the glove down the line. The runner scores from second. Desmond rounds third and is digging for the plate. And he can't get back to third. A blunder there rounding the bags, and the inning is over. At the plate, Andrelton Simmons. He'll start things out here in a tie ball game.
Andrelton Simmons.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Hit on the ground out to short. Gordon is up with it. And the fifth inning will start with a ground out, one away. Stepping in, Kenta Maeda. He successfully laid down a sac bunt in his last plate appearance. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And this is swung on and bounced over to Reynolds at third. Throw in time at first for out number 2. And that'll bring in the speedy left-handed hitter Andrew Toles. 1 for 2 on his line so far in the game. And he'll try to hold up on the pitch inside, but to no avail, and that's the first strike.
Well, that's 2 quick outs, and he's got a low pitch count. Really being aggressive in the zone has forced him to swing the bats. He's economically low in that pitch count. He's got a chance to go deep in the game.
And this is past Reynolds down the line, a fair ball. So that'll extend the inning, and with 2 away, bring up Corey Seager. Digging in once again, Corey Seager. He's 0 for 2 with a strikeout in this one. First pitch is a sinker, too low, 1-0. Hit hard to third. And nothing will cover the 2-out double as the inning is over. Here's Mark Reynolds. Comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ballgame.
Third baseman.
Into the windup and the pitch. Just a tick behind for a strike. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Check swing, but he held up in time. Ball 1.
Well, you're in trouble at the plate if you fall behind this guy 0-2. So that was a good job to hold up right there.
Pitch swung on and hit in the air. Toles in pursuit. He gets there to make the play for the first out of the inning. Here's the catcher, Jan Gomes. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Here comes the first pitch. Swing and a ball hit softly on the ground. On to first, and very quickly 2 are gone in the home 5th. At the plate, Corey Kluber. He's 0 for 1 thus far.
Kluber.
Started to go down after it, and he couldn't hold back. It's strike 1. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike.
Well, he's done a great job on the hill throughout this game, and it's something to be proud of anytime you can pitch a good game in this ballpark, especially when it's not your home ballpark.
And now a curveball that's low and in the dirt for a ball. It's 2-1. To 2-2 now. I think it's safe to say he wasn't ready for the fastball.
Yeah, and they set him up with that curveball on the pitch before, and that one, they just blew right by him.
And they could go either way now. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. Digging in and looking for more, Justin Turner. He'll step in trying to do something about this 2-2 tie.
Turner.
Good swing, just got to try and straighten that one out.
Oh, that's one he's going to want back right there. A fastball right in your wheelhouse, and you foul it off.
And this is swung on and bounced to Reynolds at third. Throw to first gets him, so the leadoff man's retired here to begin the 6th.
Now batting number 20.
Ready for another shot now, Adrian Gonzalez. He's singled in 2 trips to the plate thus far. Couldn't quite hold back that time as the changeup fooled him for strike 1. Well, it's been a good outing so far, but he hasn't really racked up the strikeout totals that you might think, Dan.
Yeah, but for him, Matt, he's more of a pitch-to-contact kind of guy, and obviously it's working so far, and the way he pitches, it really keeps his pitch count down. He's been doing a nice job out there on the mound, but the deeper you get into the game, the more the hitters have seen you. This is the part of the lineup that he has to be really careful with.
Up next for the Dodgers.
Here's Franklin Gutierrez. He started out the evening 0 for 2 so far. Swung on and missed, outclassed by that fastball for a strike. Oh, and a half swing there on a pitch out of the zone. Indeed, it's strike two. Pops this one up just beyond the infield on the right side. And Escobar will make the catch, and that ends the inning. Here's D. Gordon now. He'll have the opportunity to kick things off as we begin the home sixth.
D. Gordon.
Third baseman in tight, protecting the bunt, the first pitch. There's that circle change of his, but it's outside for ball one. Now here's the pitch. Grounder down the line at third, but a foul ball. 1-1. Here it comes on 1-1. And that one stayed too low, apparently. Into the windup. Here's the 2-1 pitch. Here's Simmons at short. Throw won't be in time as he reaches it first. Striding in once again, Yunel Escobar. Leadoff man on base, and we'll see what they have in mind strategy-wise here. And that's inside for a ball. 1-0. 2-2 is our score. Leadoff man aboard at first here with nobody out. And they pitch out here, but nothing's happening. Ball two. Runners on the move for second. Pitch is a cold strike. The throw. Now a look and a throw back to second. And the runner back easily. 2 runs, 4 hits. No errors in the ballgame for the Rockies thus far. Pitch misses the throw down. Not in time as he just does get in there ahead of the throw. 3 balls and a strike. Here's the pitch. Ground ball sent back up the middle. Scooped up on the backhand. Throw to first is in time, but meanwhile the runner is in to score. Digging in to try it again, Carlos Gonzalez. 1 run in and 1 gone so far this inning. Starts him out with a slider for a strike. And he lays off for ball 1. 3 runs, 4 hits. No errors in the ballgame for the Rockies thus far. And Gonzalez lays off as he goes to 2-1 now.
He's pitching him with the respect of the power-hitting left-hander that he is. If you're going to beat me, you're going to beat me the opposite direction. I like the strategy.
Fastball, and looks like they're pinching him a bit here. It's 3-1. Now a ball hit high down the left field line, but back in amongst the spectators. Foul. Something has to give. Here's the payoff pitch. Lifted out towards straightaway center field. Giving chase his toes. He's got it, and there are 2 down now. In now, Jackie Bradley Jr. 0 for 2 on his line thus far.
Bradley Jr.
First pitch on its way. A called strike over the outside corner. 2 out, nobody on. That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. A fastball, and he swings through it to fall behind.
He might have been setting him up with that high fastball to change his eye level. Now he's got him set up. Maybe he'll go down the zone.
To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. Not where he wanted that fastball to be, and it's 3-2 now.
For the guy on the mound, this is one of those innings where nothing comes easy. He's thrown a bunch of pitches, and this AB hasn't been any different. Definitely laboring at the moment.
Throw will go to Adrian at first, and with it, the side is retired. Welcome back to Coors Field here in Denver. Rockies out on top in this one as we head to the 7th. But before we get started, let's get a look at the game summary through the first 6 innings of baseball.
Jock Peterson.
Now a swing and a chopper foul right at home plate. 0-1 count. Here's the pitch. Pulled toward right center field. Bradley is there. One away. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Yasmani Grandal. He's 0 for 2 thus far in this one. Into the windup and the pitch. To right field and way out of here. Look at this thing go. And as Dodger fans have heard for years, she is out of here. And now is Andrelton Simmons. A hit in 2 tries so far. Into the windup and the pitch. Hard hit ball to second. Fielded by Escobar. In time to first, and there are 2 away. Digging in once again, Kenta Maeda comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game.
Kenta Maeda.
Not even close on that swing. No balls and a strike. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And a whiff at a good slider that time.
Hey, Matt, you're the pitcher. There's 2 outs, nobody on. You're letting it fly, right? I'd be doing the same thing like he just did right there. 2 big swings, and he has nothing yet. I like the call for the 2-strike changeup. You got to make a better pitch. He got away with one right there.
The next 0-2. Now a swing and a fly ball. Gonzalez on the run. A dive, and he brings it in. And a fantastic play. The inning is over. Ready for another chance? Ian Desmond. 0 for 1 for him here in this one.
First baseman.
Here comes the first pitch.
Desmond.
A swing and a miss on a ball that jammed him.
0-1.
0-1 count. Here it comes. A fastball that just misses inside.
Boy, good inside fastball right there. Trying to tie the hitter up, trying to keep him from getting those arms extended. A pitcher's pitch.
Hit on the ground out to short. Throw to first is in time for the first out. Ready once again, David Dahl. He's 1 for 2 in the ball game. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Just a bit jumpy that time. Swung on and missed. The windup and the 0-1. Hit out towards second. Seager ranging up the middle. Throw got him, and that's a gorgeous play. Digging in, Mark Reynolds. Third trip to the plate for him here tonight. 0 for 2 at this point. First delivery to him on the way. Swing and a miss out in front of a changeup. 2 out, nobody on. Swing and a little tapper. On to first, and this will remain a tie ball game as the inning is over. Trying to pick things up where we left off, Andrew Toles. He'll have the first crack at it here as we start inning number 8. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Swing and a liner. But right there to glove it is the shortstop for the first out. Here's Corey Seager. No hits in 3 tries so far. He struck out once. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Lined hard toward right center. Bradley is there now, and he has it. 2 gone. Ready now, Justin Turner. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Hit hard on the ground towards second. On to first, and they don't come any easier than that. A 3-pitch inning, and the side is retired. At the plate, Yan Gomes. He'll get things started now in the bottom of inning number 8.
Jan Gomes.
Very weakly on the ground. That winds up foul. The windup and the 0-1. Hit the other way out toward right field. Gutierrez has a read on it, and that's the first out of the inning. Standing in, Corey Kluber. He comes in 0 for 2 thus far. First pitch of the at-bat. Sent on the ground out to second. Seager comes up with it. Throw on to Gonzalez, and that's out number 2. Here's D. Gordon now. He's looking for hit number 3 here in this at-bat. Well, now the skipper decides to bring the corners in here. Let's see if it pays off. Swinging a soft liner, and that's in there. So perhaps some life here with 2 men out. Didn't waste any time, like the first pitch he saw, to keep the inning going. Now batting, Yunel Escobar. 0 for 3 with an RBI in this one. He's ready. Here's the first offering. And here's a ball hit in the air. Gutierrez coming on. He's there to make the play, and that'll retire the side. Here's Adrian now. He'll try and lead things off here in inning number 9.
First baseman, Adrian Gonzalez.
The pitch. Not surprisingly here, this is on the ground to the right side. Throw on to first for the out, and that is how the 9th inning gets underway.
Up next for the Dodgers,
here's Franklin Gutierrez. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. First pitch on its way. Now a check swing, but it's strike 1 anyway, says the home plate umpire. Nothing in 1 count. Here it comes. Now a swing and a miss, and things are not looking real promising here. Down 0-2.
I'll tell you, he just doesn't look comfortable in the box to me tonight.
Oh, and look at this. High in the air and deep. And when this ball comes down, they'll have taken the lead. Home run. Digging in now, Jock Peterson. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. And he tries to hold back on the swing, but I think it would have been ruled a strike anyway. It's 0-1. And the pitch. And that sinker misses at the shoe tops. Ball 1.
He's certainly giving up plenty of hits in this one, but the funny thing is he hasn't walked anyone yet. That tells me he's throwing strikes.
There's a swing and a high drive into left center field. Dahl ranging back. That one's out of here. Back-to-back home runs. Digging in the switch hitter, Yasmani Grandal. It was a solo shot for him in his last at-bat. First delivery to him on the way. That's lifted the other way out to left. Waiting on it is Dahl. He's got it, and there are 2 down now.
The batter, number
Coming
3.
to the plate now, Andrelton Simmons. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. First pitch coming. Here it is. Laid off as it caught the inside corner.
That's a great spot down the zone there. Hard to do anything with the pitch down there.
And this is swung on and bounced to Reynolds at third. Throw in time, and the side is retired. Here's Carlos Gonzalez. He singled earlier, making him 1 for 2 to this point.
Right fielder, number 5.
Luis Avilan comes on looking for a save here in the bottom of the 9th inning.
Number 43, Luis Avilan.
And now some action in that Dodger bullpen as a left-hander has begun to get loose. Fastball swung on and grounded out towards second. Seager has it, and a good throw gets him one gone. So coming to the plate, Jackie Bradley Jr. He was a ground out victim last time up. First pitch on its way. And he gets the call that time for strike number one.
I like that he used a curveball to get ahead there. That's a tough pitch to hit in this lefty-lefty matchup. So if you can get it over the plate on the first pitch, it can be pretty effective.
And this one's tapped foul at home plate. Ready with another 0-2. And that is swung on and missed, and things are starting to look bleak here for the home nine. There are two away now.
First baseman.
Now to the plate, Ian Desmond. 0 for 2 with a walk for him so far. Kenley Jansen takes over on the mound now as he'll try to get the final out of the ball game here and pick up a save. Gerardo Parra will get the call to pinch hit here as we'll see what he can do with 2 out and the base is empty. Now a swing and a hard hit grounder. This gets foul. It's 0-1. He's ready for his first at bat of this early season contest. Taken, called, strike 2, and now they're down to their final strike tonight. Has them down to their final strike. Here it comes. And that jammed him a bit there as it's fouled at the plate. Jansen's ready. 0-2 on its way. Sinking liner toward left, and that'll get down for a 2-out single. So that keeps the inning alive with 2 out for David Dahl. And that'll bring up the speedy outfielder David Dahl. He was retired via the ground ball last time up. And this one gets away. Comes set and the 0-1. And a fastball just misses. It's 1-1. Now a throw over to first, but the runner's back easily. A runner on first with 2 away. This pitch is popped up, barehanded at his knees. What a play. And just like that, this one is over. Well, we watched a really solid starting pitching performance, kept the opposition at bay, and as a result, he's our top player of the game.
Yeah, he ended up handing things off to his bullpen buddies in the ninth, but still, 8 strong innings from him really showed a lot in this one.
The Southern California sun is starting to set as we welcome you to Dodger Stadium in Los Angeles. Tonight, it's the home opener for 2017 between the Colorado Rockies and the Los Angeles Dodgers. It's Dodger baseball, and it's next on the show. Harold, you look at this Dodgers team as they enter play here tonight. They'll look to make it 3 straight here as they come in on the heels of 2 straight wins.
Well, Matt, I really like their pitching staff, but I think the key to this game is clearly falls on their shoulders. They throw off-speed pitches for strikes, and they mix their pitch as well. I think if they do that, they got a chance to win.
Temperature was in the 70s earlier today, but 59 at game time tonight. Too tight with that one. 3-0. From the windup, the 3-0 pitch. Swing and a miss way behind the big fastball. Ready on 3-1. Here's the pitch. Favorable call in there for a strike. Something has to give. Here's the payoff pitch. Line softly toward the hole, and he'll let it fly from deep in the hole. And he'll beat the throw to first despite a fantastic effort. And that ought to be scored an infield single.
Third baseman.
Here's Mark Reynolds. And he is proving to be something of a non-threat with the bat in his hands this year. The average isn't pretty. Ball 1. And he'll step off the rubber and go to first. And he'll be back in standing up. And a bluff move here to first, but it won't draw a throw. 1-0 count. Here it is. Takes a look down at the knees for a strike. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
Well, that's a great pitch right there. You're saying to yourself, why? Because you got that base runner on. That's almost like a pitch out. Outside fastball, catcher set up, ready to throw. If you get the call, great. If not, you're set up to throw him out.
And he'll get back in standing. A runner at first with no outs here. And there he goes towards second. A pitch out. The throw. And that'll be in plenty of time, and a perfect call on the pitch out there. He's ready. Now the payoff pitch. To short. Taken in by Simmons. On to first as Reynolds is a ground out victim here. 2 away. And that'll bring up the speedy outfielder David Dahl. First chance for him here in the top of the first with nobody on. And here's a ball hit in the air. Coming in is Peterson. He can't get there as it falls in. Now at the plate, Jackie Bradley Jr. And a quick glance at the numbers will tell you it's been a huge struggle for him at the plate this year. The fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1. 1-0. He's ready. Here's the 1-0. Takes a look at one catching the outside corner.
There's 2 pitches in a row, Matt, that were away. If this is any indication how he's going to pitch him the rest of that bat, he's saying you're going to beat me the other way. Nothing inside for him to pull. If you want to hit it, take it the other way.
Runner back standing. 2 out with the man at first. And again a throw, and he'll get back in safely. He's fallen behind now. 3-1.
No reason to sit on anything other than the hard stuff in a location you like and drive it right now.
Lifted in the air to center field. Toes moves over, and that retires the side. And that'll bring in the speedy left-handed hitter Andrew Toles. They lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
Center fielder Andrew Toles.
Now a check swing, but he holds up in time. Ball 1. Harold, as we take a look at the Rockies starting play here tonight, they come in a bit of a rough patch. They've dropped 4 in a row.
Yeah, this is one of those losing streaks, but you know what? I'm a little more cavalier about it than they probably are, but all they got to do, really, this is a good team. Just go win 1 game, and before you know it, you'll be on a winning streak. They're a good club.
Outside, 3-0 now. Tough one to lay off, called a strike.
Now that's a really curious pitch selection. 3-0 and turned to the slider. You have to wonder if maybe he's lost the feel for his fastball.
And he takes ball 4. So the leadoff man is on here in the home half of the first in a scoreless ball game.
Corey Seager.
Before the first pitch, a check at first. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Corey Seager stands in as he looks at a called strike. Prior to the 0-1, here's a look to first. Oh, and he breaks, and they've got him picked off. Good lead there at second. Here's the pitch. And a fastball just misses. It's 1-1. And here's a pitch inside, and that got him. So coming to the plate, Justin Turner. Coming into this one, he's carrying a rather substantial batting average up in the 330s. He's set, and the pitch. And this is sliced foul into the stands in right, out of play.
Well, he's clearly on that fastball. He hit that one hard. He just could not keep it fair.
The 0-1 delivery. Now a swing and a ball popped in the air back behind short. And that'll drop into no man's land out there for a base hit. The run comes across to score, and they jump ahead 1-0. Here's Adrian now. He's hitting in the 270s on the season. Coming into this one.
Gonzalez.
Getting a few steps off a second there. Now the pitch. High in the air out to center field. Bradley has to roam straight back, but he has it for the first out. And he'll move up to third now. Runners at the corners here with one away. Here's Franklin Gutierrez. The average just a few ticks shy of 300 for the season. So perhaps a hit or two in this one could put him up over the top. Sends that one out of play for strike one. 0-1 count, and the pitch. And a fastball just below the knees, ball one.
This is just great pitching. They start him off with the slider to get the strike, and then they bust him in with a fastball. I don't know what he's thinking up there, but they really are messing with his mind right now.
Pulled high in the air out to left field. Waiting on it is Dahl. And he makes the catch for the second out. Notch one in the score column as the runner from third crosses the plate. Here's Jock Peterson now. And he's been really amazing to follow all year long as he continues to flirt with a 400 season at this point. Slow bouncer to the right side. That rolls foul for strike one. Here's the 0-1. He pulls this one into right, and that's in there, base hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are two aboard now. So digging in now, Yasmani Grandal. And we'll see what he can do here. 2 on, 2 away, 2 home so far this inning. Swing, and that's hit out of play up into the plaza level. Good lead off his second there. Now the pitch. And that misses 1-1. And he'll watch the fastball miss down low. It's 2-1.
Well, I know the last thing he wants to do is load the bases right here. So the pressure is on right now to get back in the strike zone.
And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is digging in now. Yunel Escobar. He'll lead it off here to begin the second.
Yunel Escobar.
Into the windup and the pitch. Looking at a tough pitch called a strike. The windup and the 0-1. A late swing at a slider for a strike. Hit back up the middle. Seager is up with it. Throw to first will be in time, and there's one gone here to start the second. Set to get his evening at the plate started, Yan Gomes. And it's been a real struggle for him with the bat so far this year, looking to get things turned around in a hurry. And they start him out with a slider. Good spot, but he doesn't get the call. 1-0. The 1-0 now to Gomes. And that pitch misses in the dirt, and it's 2-0 now. Now here's the pitch. Nope. 3-0.
Pretty good pitch and a great take there. There's not a lot you could do with that slider breaking down and in unless you can catch it way out front and hook it down the line.
Simmons dives. What a stop. He's up with it. The throw. What a way to get it out. 2 gone now. That was exceptional. Here's Carlos Gonzalez. It's been a rough go for him at the plate as he enters this one with a season average in the 230s. Big curveball swung on and missed. 0-1.
I like that he used the curveball to get ahead there. That's a tough pitch to hit in this lefty-lefty matchup. So if you can get it over the plate on the first pitch, it can be pretty effective.
Now here's the pitch. Over towards the dugout, but this one will get into the stands.
That's probably not what he wants to do with 2 strikes right there with the fastball. He was fortunate he just fouled it off.
And here's a ball hit in the air. Simmons into shallow left. He's got it. A great running play, and that'll retire. In now is Andrelton Simmons. He'll get us going here in the bottom half of the second.
The shortstop, Andrelton Simmons.
Here's a ball bounced out to the shortstop, Gordon. Throw on to first, and one shortstop grounds out to the other, 1 away.
Batting ninth.
Ready now,
Pitcher.
Rich Hill. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Here's the pitch. Swing and a little blooper to center. Bradley moving in, but he can't make the play as it finds the outfield grass. Digging in for his second at-bat, Andrew Toles. No official at-bat for him, but he has scored a run in this one. Cue shot here out towards short. And the throw will be too late as he can't recover in time. Riding in once again, Corey Seager. He was plunked with the pitch in his first trip to the plate. Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. Hill is on his way home. In to score, the runner from second. And they're not going to get him. He's in there at the plate. Coming to the plate now, Justin Turner. They've got 2 already home in the inning and a potential third waiting in the wings only 90 feet away. High in the air out towards shallow right. Gonzalez has it, and I'd be surprised if they send the runner. And he's not even going to consider it here as he holds tight at third with 2 away now.
Number 23.
Ready for another chance? Adrian Gonzalez. 0 for 1 here in the early going. Hit hard down the line. And he tries for the backhand reach at third, but he gets by the glove down the line. They'll cash in here as the run is in to score from third. And he'll make it to second base now with 2 gone. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Franklin Gutierrez. He hit a sac fly earlier. And this is low, ball 1.
These guys hitting aren't in first place by accident. They excel at getting out the early lead, so this is a big moment in this game. If they're able to lengthen this lead any more in this inning, they're going to be in really good shape to come away with a win today.
Tapper right back to the mound. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. Standing in, Ian Desmond. And his guys have quite a hill to climb. Down 5.
Ian Desmond.
Stung into the gap in right center for what should be extra bases. Heading for second is Desmond. Digging hard. He's headed for third. And he'll get there as he kicks off the third with a leadoff triple. Now at the plate, John
Batting
Gray.
ninth, the pitcher, number 55.
Chris
Your attention,
Denorfia will come off the bench in a great RBI spot as he's got a runner at third here and nobody out.
Denorfia.
Lifted in the air to shallow center field. Simmons ranging into the outfield. He makes the play. A fine running catch to get the first out of the inning. And they get the double play at third. Here's D. Gordon now.
D. Gordon.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Swing and a liner, but foul. The windup and the 0-1. A wave and a miss, a tick behind a good fastball.
I like that combination right there. Show him the curveball, and now that fastball sitting in the low 90s is going to look even faster. Nice job of mixing it up.
And that's a swinging strike three in the dirt. Grandal gathers, but the throw is late, so the inning will continue after the strikeout pitch gets away. Coming to the plate now, Mark Reynolds. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Runners on the move for second. Left side. Throw will go to Adrian at first, and with it, the side is retired. Number 49 takes the mound as he's been called upon to pitch.
Number 49.
Digging in, Jock Peterson. He'll get us going in the home half of inning number 3.
Jock Peterson.
And a slider runs in on him as he has to lean out of the way.
Well, that's not what they were looking for when they brought him into the game. First pitch nearly hits the first batter he's facing. That's a little bit to be concerned if you're the manager.
Dahl is going to have room, however, as he makes the catch in deep left center field for the first out. Here's the catcher, Yasmani Grandal. 0 for 1 here in the early going. And this is going to be a foul ball. Here's the 0-1. And a good idea to hold off on that swing. It's ball 1. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Checks his swing here, but he does so in time. Bounce towards the mound. But this will be a foul ball as that evens things at 2-2. Swing and a miss got him reaching. He makes the throw to first. 2 down. In now is Andrelton Simmons. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his own trip to the plate so far. Into the windup and the pitch. Swing and a ball hit softly on the ground, but a foul ball here. 0-1. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. And here's a ball hit in the air. Escobar is there for it, and that retires the side. And that'll bring up the speedy outfielder David Dahl. He'll try to get it going here to begin the 4th.
David Dahl.
First pitch coming. Here it is. This is line to left. And that's in for his second hit of the afternoon. So the 4th inning opens with a leadoff single. Here's Jackie Bradley now. He's 0 for 1 thus far.
Jackie Bradley Jr.
He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Swung on and missed. Outclassed by that fastball for a strike. Runners off for second. Ground ball sent back up the middle. He's got it. Throw to first is in time for the first out. Digging in, Yunel Escobar comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game.
Escobar.
First delivery to him on the way. Chopped weakly to the left. A tag for 1. Into the box now, Yan Gomes. 0 for 1 for him here in this one.
Go.
There goes Escobar. This ball's hit in the air down the right side and out of play. 0-1. No runs, 4 hits. No errors in the ballgame for the Rockies thus far. Runner going a second time. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. And now he's on the move again for second. Swing and a miss. And now to the plate, Rich Hill. He'll lead things off as they look to perhaps build on an already sizable lead. Lays off 1-0. Into his windup. Here comes the 1-0. This ball will be chopped foul. And here's a pitch swung on and missed. 1-2 now.
Well, he's just 2 outs into his major league debut on the mound, and so far he doesn't seem nervous or like he's trying to do too much. That's easier said than done.
Another 1-2 delivery. And another foul ball. Here's another 1-2. Hit out towards second. And Escobar's throw will take care of him for the first out. And that'll bring in the speedy left-handed hitter, Andrew Toles. Line to the right side. But he'll barely have to move out there and right as he hauls this one in for the second out.
The batter, number 5.
Digging in and looking for more, Corey Seager. He drove in 2 runs on a double in his last at-bat. Oh, he squares up the slider that time, and it's into left center for a base hit. Ready once again, Justin Turner. 1 for 2 on his line so far in the game. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Squared that one up just a little late.
Well, that was a big 2-out single we just saw, and for pretty obvious reasons. The inning went from totally under control to now. He's got to deal with some dangerous hitters here with a runner on base.
And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made. Here's Carlos Gonzalez. He'll try and do what he can to work toward cutting into this big deficit.
Carlos
ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Fouled back.
Matt, I tell you what, I love how he's pitching right now. He has continued to pound that first pitch for strikes. When you do that, you set yourself up for great success.
And boy, they're really giving him fits inside now as he can't get extended there, and it's 0-2 now.
Oh, wow, that's what they call a jam sandwich. Wow, not much you can do with that pitch that's in tight.
And Gonzalez is going to have himself a base hit. So that puts the Rockies' leadoff hitter aboard to start the inning. Trying to pick things up where he left off, Ian Desmond. He found his way over to third via a triple in his first at-bat. Runner goes for second. Pitch swung on and missed the throw. And it skips in as he steals the bag easily. 0-1 count and the pitch. Now a flare out toward right center. Gutierrez coming on. And he tracks it down. Nice play for the first out. At the plate, number 49. First at-bat of the game for him here. Here in the fifth, as he was a late entrant into this one. Jordan Patterson will get a chance with a runner in scoring position here as he'll pinch hit now. And he commits to the pitch inside, and he definitely went around. That's strike 1. Chased out of the zone there, and he's down 2 strikes.
What a good pitch. He went way out of the zone to try to swing and catch up to that slider. Now you got him thinking. It's 0-2. You can throw him anything you want.
And he'll take this one to the bag for the out, but meanwhile the runner will move up 90 feet to third base.
Shortstop.
Here's D. Gordon now. He's 1 for 2 in the ball game. First offering on its way. Now a little pop-up off toward the third base side. Turner is there, and he puts this one away for Jake McGee is into the ball game now as he'll make his 5th appearance of the season here.
Jake McGee.
Ready for another shot now. Adrian Gonzalez. He'll start things out in the home half of inning number 5.
First baseman, Adrian.
In there, no balls and a strike. The 0-1. Grounded back up the middle. That gets through, and he'll reach base again on his second base hit of the game. So the Dodgers get their leadoff hitter on base to kick off the inning. Here's Franklin Gutierrez. He hit a sac fly earlier. First pitch of the at-bat. On a line to shortstop. The underhanded flip. And he will scurry back to first as he'll think twice about trying to move up.
Left fielder, number 31.
Here's Jock Peterson now. He's singled in 2 trips to the plate thus far. Marcell Ozuna will be summoned off the bench here as he'll pinch hit with a runner at first and 1 gone in the inning.
Ozuna.
Drilled down the line. And he tries for the backhand reach at third, but he gets by the glove down the line. Stepping into the box, Yasmani Grandal. 3rd trip to the plate for him here tonight. 0 for 2 at this point. And he misses inside with that one. Ball 1.
Boy, that's a great breaking ball right there. That's a tough pitch to lay off when that ball is coming in at that plane right there. Quality take.
Desmond is there for it. Digging in once again, Andrelton Simmons. And we'll see what he can do here with a pair of runners on base and 2 gone here in the 5th. Grounded to third. On to first, and the Dodgers come up with nothing. Ready for another chance? Mark Reynolds. He comes in 0 for 2 thus far.
Baseman, Mark Reynolds.
Big curveball swung on and missed. 0-1. Well, it's been a good outing so far, but he hasn't really racked up the strikeout totals that you might think, Dan.
Yeah, but for him, Matt, he's more of a pitch to contact kind of guy, and obviously it's working so far, and the way he pitches, it really keeps his pitch count down. After that swing, you just got to reset yourself. You still have a strike to work with, and you can't be thinking about how silly you just looked on that last pitch.
And he'll reach first as they can't make the play on him. Digging in and looking for more, David Dahl. Couple of singles to his credit thus far. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And a whiff at a good slider that time.
That's the advantage of having a good 2-hitter hitting second in your lineup. He knows he's going to get something to hit because they're going to pitch to him. And now here comes the heart of the order. They've got a great opportunity to get on the board here.
And he'll dive back in safely. No runs, 5 hits. No errors in the ballgame for the Rockies thus far. And he starts to go after it. Question was, did he hold up in time? Yes, indeed, says the third base umpire. Ready on 1 and 2. And there he goes towards second. And this one's in the dirt. And forget about the double play now as he'll move up to second here on the wild pitch.
Center fielder.
Striding in once again, Jackie Bradley Jr. He started out the evening 0 for 2 so far. Smoke toward the hole. Gonzalez has got it. And he'll take this one to the bag for the out. But meanwhile, the runner will move up 90 feet to third base. Ready once again, Yunel Escobar. No hits in 2 trips to the plate for him in the ballgame. Here's the first pitch to him. Swung on and missed. Outclassed by that fastball for a strike. From the stretch. And Escobar swings right through that one as he falls behind here. No balls and 2 strikes. Has a look, now the pitch. He got him. Lively fastball that time. Digging in once again, Rich Hill. A hit in 2 tries so far.
Pitcher, Rich.
Here comes the first pitch. And this is fouled back and out of play. The 0-1. A wave and a miss, a tick behind a good fastball.
Just getting blown away so far. No reason to throw anything else to speed up his bat. Just stay right there.
Goes the other way with it as this is in the air down the line in left. Dahl will get there with ease as he puts it away for out number 1.
Center fielder.
And that'll bring in the speedy left-handed hitter Andrew Tolles. He enters this at bat 1 for 2 with a walk. Curveball, and that misses in the dirt for ball 1. Here's the pitch. And this is heading for the seats and out of play to the left. He's set. Here comes the 1-1 towards second. And that'll find its way into center field for a 1-out hit. Here's Corey Seager. 2 for 2 with a triple on his batting line to this point.
Corey Seager.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Swing and a line drive. But this is foul near the seats. Now a move over to first. He's set. Here's the 0-1. And this one's downstairs. It's a ball and a strike. Runners on first with 1 down. Swing and a miss way behind the big fastball.
I love how aggressive he is. He's just attacking the zone with the fastball. Here it is. Now he's at 1-2 count. And really, he can go anywhere he wants now.
Got him to chase out of the zone that time. Corey Seager becomes out number 2 this inning.
Turner.
McGee's ready. First pitch on its way. Justin Turner is at the plate and he checks his swing for ball 1. Line to the right side, and that'll get down for a base hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now. Digging in to try it again, Adrian Gonzalez. 2 for 3 with a double on his line so far. Scott Van Slyke will start to loosen up in the on-deck circle as he'll bat with 2 on and 2 out here.
Van Slyke.
This is hit down the right field line, but it's going to get out of play for strike 1. On its way, the 0-1 pitch. Started to go around there, but he holds up ball 1.
Boy, a check swing on a pitch way out of the zone. Just held up, but boy, as a pitcher, you're hoping that he swings at that one.
Swings through it for strike number 2. Good lead there at second. Here's the pitch. This is line to left. That's in there. Base hit. And a good throw will wind up holding that runner at third, so the bases become loaded now with 2 gone. Here's Franklin Gutierrez. 0 for 2 with a run. Batted in for him thus far. Mike Dunn answers the call to pitch here in a big spot. He inherits
now pitching for Colorado, number 38, Mike Dunn.
And here's a slider that's nowhere close, and it's 1-0.
Marcel
looking to wiggle out of this. Here it is. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
Putting himself in a pretty bad situation now on 2-0, and the base is low.
There's a swing, and he sends a ball high in the air into left field. Looking up is Dahl. Gone! It's a grand slam. Here's Marcell Ozuna. 1 for 1 after a single his first time up.
Marcell Ozuna.
First pitch of the at-bat. Hit on the ground to third. Throw in time for the third out, but it certainly. Here's the catcher, Yan Gomes. He's 0 for 2 with a strikeout in this one.
Catcher, Yan Gomes.
Into the windup and the pitch. Takes a good curveball at the knee. MLB Network brings you baseball from North Central Texas as we get a look inside Globe Life Park. Tonight, it's the home opener for this new season between the Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim and the Texas Rangers. Two great hitters lead their teams to battle next on MLB Network. Here's Ben Revere, and we are set for baseball here this evening.
Leading off tonight for the Angels, center fielder, number 25.
And we are underway in Arlington as the first pitch of the night is taken here for ball one. And Harold, you take a look at these Rangers entering play here tonight. They'll look to make it 3 straight here as they come in on the heels of 2 straight wins.
Well, Matt, I really like their pitching staff, but I think the key to this game is clearly falls on their shoulders. They throw off-speed pitches for strikes, and they mix the pitch as well. I think if they do that, they got a chance to win.
Grounded to first. Napoli is there, and he is out on the tag. Here's Eric Young Jr. now. The average for him entering play, not far north of 200.
Jr.
First pitch on its way. A fastball off the plate away. It's ball one. Into his windup. Here comes the 1-0. And did he go around? No, he did not. Ball 2. Here he comes on 2-0. Heading out toward shallow right. Chu has a read on it. 2 down. So here's Francisco Lindor now. First chance for him here in the top of the first with nobody on. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Sends that one out of play for strike 1. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. And no swing apparently. Ball 1. Just underway in Arlington. In front of the changeup, and he can't keep it fair. 2 strikes on him now. Set to deal on a ball and 2 strikes. And there's one well above the zone for a ball. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. Got him swinging as he runs the fastball by him to end the inning. Here's Elvis Andrus now. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
Leading off for the Rangers, number 1, shortstop, Elvis Andrus.
To third. Marte comes up with it. Throw on to first in time, 1 away. Now to the plate, Delino DeShields. He's ready for his first at-bat of this early season contest. First pitch coming. Here it is. Tough pitch to lay off. The slider stays high for ball 1.
Wow, that was a decent breaking ball right there, but that's just a pitch that's a little easier to lay off of when you're opposite-handed, opposite bat. You could see the sweep of the ball coming right into you. That was a great take.
And they'll have no play as he reaches first base safely.
Third.
Ready now, Carlos Gomez. He brings a rather ugly 230s batting average into this one. First offering on its way. And he gets him to pop it up on the right side of the infield. Oh, and they botch this one as it drops in the infield. And the throw will go to second as they get to force out. Coming to the plate now, Adrian Beltre, hitting just a bit over the Mendoza line on the year. First pitch of the at-bat. There goes Gomez. A swinging bunt out in front of the plate. Throw on to first, and that error won't come back to haunt him after all as the inning is over. Here's Michael Brantley. He'll start things out in the top half of the second.
The designated hitter, Michael Brantley.
Into the windup and the pitch. And this is going to be a foul ball. The windup and the 0-1. Tried to pull that one back, but he couldn't do it, and it's 0-2 now. Here it comes. And a good bite to that slider as he swings through it for the first out of the inning. Digging in, C.J. Cron. And he is proving to be something of a non-threat with the bat in his hands this year. The average isn't pretty. Takes this the other way to right. Chu back in plenty of time to put this away, however, and there are 2 gone.
Batting sixth.
Into the box now, Cole Calhoun. The season batting average comes in down in the 240s. And a pitch down that swung on and sent to second base. Backhanded. Throw in time, and the side is retired. In is the catcher, Jonathan Lucroy. And a quick glance at the numbers will tell you it's been a huge struggle for him at the plate this year.
Lucroy.
Right back to him on the mound. And he'll flip on to first to record the out. So digging in now, Mike Napoli. He's ready for his first at bat of this early season contest. He's ready. Here's the first offering. And he jumps at a changeup, a swing and a miss.
Well, he's just 2 outs into his major league debut on the mound, and so far he doesn't seem nervous or like he's trying to do too much. That's easier said than done.
And he misses with it, 1-1. And that misses, 2-1.
When you have a guy throwing a sinker and a changeup, the whole key to hitting is make him get the ball up. They're going to try to keep it on the same plane, but if he's not keeping it below the knees, he's going to be in trouble. Just make him get it up.
And now this ball's lifted in the air down the right field line, but this will get back into the seats, so the count holds at 2-2. Here's another 2-2. And now a slider in there for a called third strike, and there are 2 gone now.
Batting seventh.
Striding into the box, Shin-Soo Choo. And he's looking to get it going. Off to a bit of a slow start this year. And the 34-year-old veteran looks at a called strike. It's 0-1. And the pitch. Bounce to the right into the loaded up infield. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. Striding in, Jeffrey Marte. He'll stand in to open things up here in the third.
Jeffrey Marte.
First pitch on its way. Hit out towards second. And the Halos have their first hit of the game. Settling in now, Danny Espinosa. And he's definitely off to a fast start in the early part of the season. Now a swing and a fly ball. But this will wind up being a foul ball. And a neck-high fastball that time. 1-1, here it is. And there's a pitch that just misses the inside corner. Ready to deal. Here's the 2-1. And now a slider in on the hands, and he's lucky that one didn't come and get him.
Well, this isn't how he wanted to start the inning. A leadoff single, and then you almost hit the next hitter. Composure. Got to try to get that ball over the plate and maybe get a ground ball.
Gonzalez is under it as he puts it away for out number 1. On to first, and they get the double play. Stepping into the box, Martin Maldonado. And he's looking to get it going. Off to a bit of a slow start this year. Into the windup and the pitch. Fastball misses in the dirt as he tried to get him to chase the low one. Went about halfway there, but it's a called strike regardless. Even at a ball and a strike, here's the pitch. Hit to third. throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. Here's Marwin Gonzalez now. He'll get us going in the home
Leading
half
off
of
for the
inning
Rangers,
number 3.
second baseman, Marwin Gonzalez.
And this is down at knee level as it's chopped foul at home plate. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Swing and a liner. Foul. And this one's tapped foul at home plate. Here's another 0-2. Fastball called, strike 3, and there's the first out of the inning. Here's Rougned Odor now. At the moment, he's got a .270 batting average for the season. First pitch of the at-bat. And a changeup here, but that's taken low in the dirt for a ball. Good movement there, and he's not even close. 1-1.
Boy, that's an ugly swing right there. And they haven't been getting on base. They're not doing much of anything right now. And I'll tell you what, they got to figure out something to make an adjustment, or this game could get ugly quick.
And he'll look at a fastball here that's close, but it's 2-1 now. Line drive to center field. Revere is there now, and he has it. 2 gone. Riding in once again, Elvis Andrus. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. And a slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball.
With 2 outs, they're not playing him to bunt here, and he didn't show it there, but I wouldn't be surprised if he wasn't at least thinking about it. He handles the bat pretty well, and he can definitely run.
That's wide. 2-0. Here it comes now to Andrus. Chopped weakly to the left. Gonna be a tough play. Throw in time, and the side is retired. Ready for another chance? Ben Revere. He'll look to get something going here in this scoreless ball game.
Ben Revere.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Takes a look at one catching the outside corner. Well, if you love pitching and defense, this has been a game for you. Are you happy with that, Dan?
I think this continues for a while, Matt. Both of these pitchers are throwing very well, throwing strikes, having good command of their off-speed pitches. This is going to be one of those low-scoring affairs.
Now at the plate, Eric Young Jr. He's 0 for 1 thus far. First pitch coming. Here it is. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1. 1-0.
This is the situation where there's a lot of pressure on the infield.
And now they've got him picked off. The tag, and he is out at second. And a ball popped foul to the right side, out of play. Pitching has the upper hand early as we're scoreless in inning number 4. And a curveball's by him that time as he falls behind now 1-2.
That is a filthy combination. High 90s with the fastball and then that nasty curveball. It's almost unhittable, almost unfair to the hitter. That's that controversial pitch right there. It's in the zone, should be called a strike by the book, but it's not a strike in baseball, not in the big leagues anyway.
Line drive snagged on a short hop. Throw on to Napoli takes care of him. 2 away now. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Francisco Lindor comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Thought he had the inside corner that time, but it missed for ball 1. He's ready. Here's the 1-0. Ground ball sent back up the middle. And he'll make that play look easy as the throw is in time to end the inning. And here's the second-generation big leaguer Delino
Leading off the
DeShields.
fourth inning,
He'll start things
left
out here in a
fielder,
tie ball game.
Delino DeShields.
That's a ball.
Low for ball one. Into his windup. Here comes the 1-0. Takes a look down at the knees for a strike.
If you're able to locate your fastball like that, you're going to have a good game. I'm not surprised to look up and say he's having a good game right now because he's been spotting that fastball pretty good most of the game.
Takes a look at a changeup there, and it's a ball and 2 strikes now. Slapped hard the opposite way. Calhoun is there, and he makes the catch for the out. Here's Carlos
Center fielder,
Gomez.
number 14.
0 for 1 for him here in this one.
Gomez.
Into the windup and the pitch. First pitch here is a sinker that runs a bit too wide. It's ball 1. 1-0 count. Here it is. Now he gets on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. Gomez waits. Here's the 1-1.
That's a ball.
And there's a sinker that he just spits on as it misses low. Hitters count now. Here's the 2-1. Never tempted to swing at that ball down low. It's ball 3.
This is one of those rare hitters counts we've seen in this game. They're just having a difficult time getting it going.
And a liner foul into the seats down the right side. Rangers still searching for hit number 1 in the ballgame. And now a slider in there for a called third strike, and there are 2 gone now.
The third baseman.
So bases are empty here with 2 gone, and set to stand in a guy who seems to get better with age, the dangerous Adrian Beltre. In there for strike 1, 0-1. The windup and the 0-1. And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1. Now the pitch. And a slider misses here. 2 balls and a strike.
Pretty good pitch and a great take there. There's not a lot you could do with that slider breaking down, and unless you can catch it way out front and hook it down the line, you see a lot of swinging misses on those.
Well, that was unexpected. You're looking for that sinker down. He throws a fastball up. Now he's just changed the game on you.
And he will get there to make the running play, and that will end the inning. Digging in to try it again, Michael Brantley. He's in to get things going here in inning number 5.
Michael
Here's the first pitch to him. Started to go around there, but he holds up ball 1. And that's too high, ball 2.
Remember, he was a strikeout victim last time up, but this at bat seems to be a totally different direction. He's showing good patience now, and he's got a real good count at 2-0.
And this is sliced hard down the left field line. And this is going to be extra bases here to kick off the 5th. Brantley will take the turn and head for second now. And he will coast into second with a leadoff double. Here's C.J. Cron now. He's 0 for 1 thus far.
C.J. Cron.
He's set. Here it comes. And that one stayed too low, apparently. Well, for Brantley, that's double number 3 so far on the year. There's a swing and a drive hit well out to right field. Chu going back at the track. He makes the play. A fine running catch to get the first out of the inning. And he'll make it up to third safely here with 1 away. Digging in for his second at-bat, Cole Calhoun comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ballgame. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Lifted the other way to left center. And he will make the catch out there in left center, but that should be plenty deep to do the job. The runner from third crosses the plate, and they've taken a 1-0 lead.
Third baseman.
Here's Jeffrey Marte now. Bases empty and 2 gone following the sacrifice fly. Hit on the ground toward the left. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. In is the catcher, Jonathan Lucroy. 0 for 1
Leading off
for
for
him
the
here in this
Rangers.
one.
Catcher, Jonathan Lucroy.
First pitch on its way.
0-1.
And he'll miss the target away with the fastball. It's 1-0.
That's ball.
2-0 now. Some stirring now in that Angel bullpen, as it'll be both a lefty and a righty that start to get loose. Pitch swung on and hit in the air. Revere is after it. One away. Now at the plate,
First baseman,
Mike
number
Napoli.
5.
He'll look to bounce back
Mike
after striking out his
Napoli.
last time up. First offering on its way. Starts him out with a changeup off the plate for ball 1. The pitch. And he fires in a strike this time to make it 1 ball and 1 strike.
He might want that pitch back up and away. That's a pitch you can really drive if you have the right approach towards that opposite field gap.
Calhoun has a read on it. 2 down.
All right,
Stepping into the box, Shin-Soo Choo. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Into the windup and the pitch.
Nope.
And that slider's almost in the dirt.
Well, he's done a great job on the hill throughout this game, and it's something to be proud of anytime you can pitch a good game in this ballpark, especially when it's not your home ballpark.
On the ground and right at the shifted infielders. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. Stepping in and ready for another shot,
Leading off for
Danny
the Angels,
Espinosa. He's 0
second
for
baseman.
1 thus far.
Danny Espinosa.
First pitch of the at-bat. Curveball, and that misses in the dirt for ball 1. Now time called at the plate as he'll step out and try and start it again.
Nope.
1-0
That's a ball.
pitch is a circle change. It
2-0.
runs outside. 2-0.
Not a great spot to be in right here, 2-0, but I'm not so sure why he's pitching this guy so cautiously. A bottom of the order guy you don't normally see getting pitched like this.
3-0 now. That's in there. 3-1. No walks yet. Here's the delivery. Hit the other way out toward right field. Chu has a read on it, and that's the first out of the inning.
The catcher, number
Riding
14.
in once again, Martin Maldonado comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. First offering on its way. And that one stayed too low apparently. 1 run on 3 hits. 1 error for the Angels so far. Throw in time at first for out number 2. Here's Ben Revere. A hit in 2 tries so far.
Revere.
Halfway to 100 pitches. Here it is. And he swings through a fastball and doesn't catch up with it. It's 0-1.
Well, there's a first pitch strike. You know, only 50% of the pitches he's thrown first pitch this game have been for a strike. So I'm surprised that he's having as much success so far as he is.
No ball.
Swung on and missed. Outclassed by that fastball for a strike. Swung on and missed, and that's the final out of the inning. Here's Marwin Gonzalez now. 0 for 1 for him here in this
Leading
one.
up for the Rangers, second baseman Marwin
First delivery
Gonzalez.
to him on the way. Hit out towards second. Played on the backhand. And the off-balance throw beats him at first, and that's a tough play. Here's Rognet Odor now. Hit it hard, but lined out in his first at-bat. And they go right after him on the inside corner for strike one. Well, he's having a good amount of success here, Dan, even though he hasn't really gotten a ton of swings and misses.
Yeah, but for him, Matt, he's more of a pitch-to-contact kind of guy, and obviously it's working so far, and the way he pitches, it really keeps his pitch count down.
Digging in once again, Elvis Andrus. He comes in 0 for 2 thus far. Here it comes now to Andrus. Takes a high fastball for a strike.
That's a big pitch right there. It could change the at-bat. When you're facing a good hitter like this, that first pitch, strike one, is so important as to who's going to control this at-bat. Right now, pitcher's got the advantage. One thing you try to do as a hitter is figure out what pattern the pitcher is pitching. I can't cover the whole plate.
And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made here to end the inning. Here's Eric Young Jr. now. Third trip to the plate for him here tonight. 0 for 2 at this point.
Fielder, Eric Young Jr.
First pitch on its way. Started to go around, but it's ruled strike one anyway. Swing and a miss on the slider, and he's quickly behind 0-2.
I think a big reason why he's been so effective in this one, that he's been just about getting ahead of every hitter. Seems like every one of them are 0-2, 1-2, and it's just about every at bat. And when that's the case, your chances of getting a good pitch to hit are way worse.
This one's down to third, fielded by Beltran, and the throw to first is in time, so the leadoff man is gone here to start inning number 7.
Now batting,
ready for another shot now, Francisco Lindor. He's 0 for 2 thus far in this one. Into the windup and the pitch. And there's one well above the zone for a ball.
He's been doing a nice job out there on the mound, but the deeper you get into the game, the more the hitters have seen you. This is the part of the lineup.
Oh, and while we talked, that pitch got away and ended up hitting him. So he'll head down to first on the hit by pitch.
Up next for the Angels.
Ready once again, Michael Brantley. 1 for 2 with a double on his line thus far. And this is off the corner and low, ball 1.
Now, I'm sure these infielders know it, but this hitter can burn down the baseline. So if he puts a ground ball in play, the defense is going to have to make a perfect turn to turn 2.
Throw won't get him. Digging in to try it again. C.J. Cron. 0 for 2 on his line thus far. Now a pickoff play at second, but he is in there as they can't get him at second. Here's the first pitch to him. A fastball that just misses inside.
Well, the Angels have been searching for that big hit pretty much all game. It remains to be seen if they can get it, but now sure would be a great time.
Here's a shot to right field, and that's going to be in for a base hit.
He's in there.
Ready for another chance? Cole Calhoun. Thought we might be seeing the end of some action out in the bullpen. Couple of right-handers starting to loosen up. And that misses, ball 1. On the ground to the right side and through, a base hit. 1 run scores. And they'll hold that runner at third, so everyone moves up, and they remain loaded here with still only 1 gone.
Third baseman.
So coming to the plate, Jeffrey Marte. 1 for 2 on his line so far in the game. From the belt, the pitch. And this is popped fouled off to the right and back into the seats. The 0-1 delivery. Look out, a fastball up near his dome, and that'll wake you up a bit.
Well, giving up hits is one thing, but judging by that last pitch, he doesn't have any consistency with his release point right now. He doesn't know where it's going, and he knows it.
The catch is made deep in the alley, and here comes the runner from third. And the runner scores from third as they extend their lead. It's a 3-0 game. Digging in now, Danny Espinosa. He started out the evening.
Espinosa.
Hoping to limit the damage. Here's the pitch.
Ball, that's it.
And that misses inside 1-0.
You know, he's about at the point right now where I figure one more base runner, and that might be the end of the line for this guy.
In the dirt here. Good job to corral this quickly as the runners hold on. The 2-0 pitch. Swinging a ball hit softly on the ground. On to first, and that'll do it as they manage to not let this inning get out of hand. Stepping up now, Delino DeShields. He'll start things out here in the bottom of inning number 7.
Delino DeShields.
First delivery to him on the way. A cold strike on the inside corner.
Well, this offense finds themselves struggling right now, and they're down a few runs. They got to try to manufacture, get somebody on, maybe hit and run, and then you look for the big ball. Looks like right now everybody's swinging for the downs. They got to turn it around a little bit, play a little small ball, get it going. Oh, he hung that one, and man, did he bang it! Just didn't keep it fair.
Swing and a liner, but foul. Now another 0-2. And he missed with it. It's 1-2. Grounded down the third baseline. But this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2. It's a swinging bunt up the line. But that one rolls foul.
That was the 4th foul ball in this at bat. He is really making him work.
Chopped in front of home plate. A quick out number 1. Coming to the plate now,
14.
Carlos Gomez. He's 0 for 2 with a strikeout in this one. He's ready. Here's the first offering. A changeup that catches the corner for strike 1. He's ready. Here's the 0-1. Took a wave at one around the shins with no luck.
Well, he got the leadoff guy in the inning on a ground out, and now he's 0-2 to start this at bat. He looks really sharp so far to start the 7th.
In time to first, and there are 2 away. Settling in now, Adrian Beltre. No hits in 2 trips to the plate for him in the ball game. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1. 1-0.
You know, he's one of their guys they rely on to get their offense going. They need a rally, so we'll see if he can spark one here.
And that changeup makes him jump. A swing and a miss. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Slider stayed too low. Ball 2. Into the windup. Here's the 2-1 pitch. He goes the other way as this is hit in the air toward the gap in right center. Calhoun will get there, and he puts it away to retire the side. Into the box now, Martin Maldonado. It's been an 0 for 2 effort for him to this point.
Martin Maldonado.
Into the windup and the pitch. And here's a ball hit in the air. And this is going to wind up a foul ball. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. And here's a curveball in the dirt that time for a ball. 1-1. The pitch. And he lays off for a ball. 2-1. Two balls and a strike. Here it is. This is line to left. And a base hit, so early trouble to lead off the inning. Stepping into the box, Ben Revere. He struck out swinging in his last trip to the plate. Matt Bush is on to pitch here in the 8th with nobody out. First pitch of the at-bat. Check swing, but he held up in time. Ball 1. 3 runs, 7 hits, 1 error for the Angels so far. That swung on and missed. We're even at 1-1. Looking to drop one down, but he can't make contact. 1-2.
Well, these hitters can expect to see a heavy dose of that big fastball from this reliever. It's a major part of his arsenal.
And a fastball swung on and missed as they set him down for the second time here tonight.
Eric Young
digging in the
Jr.
switch hitter, Eric Young Jr. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. Now a swing and a ball popped high in the air over toward foul ground. And this is going to wind up a foul ball. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike.
And the reason he's working away so much here is because he's got that big hole on the right side of the infield to worry about. With the first baseman holding the runner on, it's always smart to pitch into the defense you have behind you.
Runner goes for second. Pitch swung on and missed the throw. And they'll apply the tag, and he is out at second. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And he strikes him out as well. So make it back-to-back punch outs here to the first 2 men he faced. So digging in now, Jonathan Lucroy. Third trip to the plate for him here tonight. 0 for 2 at this point. First pitch on its way.
That's a ball.
And that sinker misses at the shoe tops. Ball 1. Takes a look at one catching the outside corner.
Well, he's done a real nice job with that breaking ball in this start. That's not the first time he's locked a guy up with it.
A swing and a drive to center field. That one's got a chance. In there for extra bases, and there goes the no-hitter. And a good start to the inning for the Rangers. It's going to be a leadoff double. Here's Mike Napoli now. 0 for 2 on his line thus far.
First baseman, number 5, Mike Napoli.
From the stretch. Tough slider down low for a strike. For Lucroy, that's double number 3 so far on the year. And Napoli can't connect there as that's by him for strike 2.
Well, he's made 2 tough pitches. He's got a runner at second base, and now he doesn't have to make a good pitch. Make him chase something right here because you don't have to throw him a strike.
Young is in pursuit. Looks it into his glove, and there's one gone. Shin-Soo Choo at the plate now. He's 0 for 2 thus far in this one. First delivery to him on the way. First pitch sinker misses in on the hands that time. It's a ball and no strikes. 1-0 pitch on the way. And a fastball just a bit high.
We are now watching him put on a clinic. This is exactly the way he loves to hit. Very patient, and now he's got a 2-0 count looking for his pitch.
And wow, that looked to be well inside, but it's a called strike. 2-1 now. Hot shot down the line, and he tries for the backhand reach at third, but he gets by the glove down the line. The relay, and on the error, a run is going to score. And he is out trying for 2 bases, but credit him with a single and an RBI here. There's Marwin Gonzalez now. He comes in 0 for 2 thus far. Here's the first pitch to him. And there's a sinker that he just spits on as it misses low. The windup and the 1-0 pitch. Lays off a fastball that doesn't miss by much, and it's 2-0. Right over the middle, knee high. Ready to deal. Here's the 2-1. Chop foul over towards the coaching box. He's ready with the 2-2 pitch. Slapped hard the opposite way. Calhoun is there, and he'll make the catch to retire the side. So here's Francisco Lindor now. He'll be charged with trying to get on board, leading off the ninth.
Francisco.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Ball hit high and foul down the left field line. It's strike one. Now the 0-1. Down and away, ball one. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. There's a swing and a ball lifted to left, but back in the seats, out of play. It's 1-2. Now a swing and a fly ball. And that will end up a foul ball. Again, a 1-2. And a slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball.
2-strike back foot slider. That's a classic pitch. Nice job of laying off of that.
And this pitch is taken high and away to fill the count. It's 3-2.
Time to focus here. This game is way too close to be walking, guys, so we'll see if he can make him swing the bat on this next pitch.
DeShields has him played perfectly as he puts it away for out number one.
Now batting.
Here's Michael Brantley. 2 for 3 with a double on his line so far. Here's the pitch. Line drive to center field. And Brantley will reach. He's got a base hit. He hit the corner and tries for third. The relay throw. And he is into third with a triple. His third hit of the night. Here's C.J. Cron now, although there are a couple of bases open, and we'll see if they think about working around him. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Hit hard up the middle. And that'll just elude his outstretched glove for a base hit. And tack on one more, make it a 4-1 lead. Digging in and looking for more. Cole Calhoun. One in, one out, and one on. First pitch of the at-bat. Fastball, and he swings through it to fall behind. Well, as demonstrated there, that's a tough pitch to do anything with.
Oh, you think? If you've got a good fastball like he does, that location can be really effective. It looks so tempting to the hitter, but making contact on that pitch can be very tough.
And that gets down, and we'll see if that's extra bases. Cron rounds the corner and is headed home. And he is in there. And the run will score all the way from first. Make it 5-1.
Now batting.
So striding forward now, Jeffrey Marte. He's singled in 2 trips to the plate thus far. And I believe perhaps a balk has been called here. Yes, it has. And that's going to move the runner up to third now with still just 1 away. Bullet back up the middle. Catch made in center. Here comes the runner from third. And he's safe in to score the runner from third. Now in the box, Danny Espinosa. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. Hit hard on the ground to second. And that gets through, so he'll have his first base hit, make him 1 for 4 in the game now. So the top of the ninth keeps a rolling as he comes through with 2 away.
The catcher,
digging in, Martin Maldonado. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. And I believe a balk is going to be issued here as he never came fully set. And now what else could go wrong this inning? Lifted in the air to right field. Chu has a read on it. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. Digging in, Rougned Odor. He'll try and do what he can to work toward cutting into this big deficit.
Number 12.
Into the windup and the pitch. A knee-high sinker, tough pitch, strike one.
This has been an interesting game to watch. I mean, he's less than 60% of the time he's throwing that first pitch for strikes. So he's been having to throw stress pitches almost to every hitter.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Swing and a miss, and that'll get a groan from the home supporters here. One away.
Shortstop, number 1.
So stepping in, Elvis Andrus. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. This one's blooped out toward right center field. Calhoun coming on, but he can't make the play as it finds the outfield grass. And here's the second generation big leaguer Delino DeShields. He was a ground out victim last time up. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Now a swing and a ground ball, but a foul ball here. 0-1. Comes set with the 0-1. Runner going a second time. Pitch is a cold strike. The throw. One out and a runner on second base. And now the runner's trying for third. Pitch inside. The throw. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. On the ground up the middle. And that'll get by into center field for a base hit. And they show a little life here as the lead shrinks to 6-2 now. So striding in, Nomar Mazara. And he's looking to get it going. Off to a bit of a slow start this year. He's ready. Here's the first offering. He's running towards second. Pitch swung on and missed the throw. The tag, and he's out. Great job adjusting to the throw and applying the tag in time. Here's the 0-1. And here's a swing and a miss, and now the Rangers are down to their final strike here. Dribbled to the right side. That's a foul ball. Looking for the complete game. Here's the pitch. And he misses there. 1-2.
Well, you don't want to get caught looking for the final out. That's a tough pitch to lay off. Impressive that he did.
Line toward the gap in left center. That gets down, and the inning continues. A 2-out hit will bring Adrian Beltre to the plate now. Coming to the plate now, Adrian Beltre. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Beltre.
Mike Morin will make an appearance here as he is in charge of trying to ring up the final out of the ball game.
Morin. This change defensively for the Angels. Now playing center field.
Here comes the first pitch. Grounded foul toward the coaching box at third. A runner on first with 2 away. Hard hit ball to second. And Beltre's got himself a base hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now. Trying to pick things up where he left off, Jonathan Lucroy. He hit a 2-bagger and later scored in his previous plate appearance. Right-hander against right-hander as this is a ball 1-0.
Didn't catch the corner there, but you can see he was trying to jam him with that running action on that 2-seam fastball.
And a whiff at a good slider that time. Good lead there at second. Here's the pitch. Here's a little chopper up the middle. Scooped up. On to first, and that is going to conclude the festivities here tonight. And guys, time to recognize the man who really stood out this afternoon, and there he is, Michael Brantley. Don't put that card in your bicycle spokes. He's our top player of the game.
And he was locked in at the plate up there. You could really see it in his approach and the swings he put on the ball. Finished with 3 base hits, and he certainly was a big factor in their victory.
Our final line score tonight. First for the victorious Angels. 6 runs, 11 hits, 1 error. They left 3 men on base. For the Rangers, 2 runs, 6 hits, no errors. They left 3 men on base. The winning pitcher is Andrew Heaney. His record is now 1-1. The loss goes to Martin Perez. He falls to 1-4. Time of the ball game, 2 hours and 57 minutes.